Hello, welcome back to another episode of Meet New Shoes. We're back at Bedok for another round of Transend 2026. It's a very exciting year as this will be my first time in the intermediate category. Last year I joined and I was fortunate enough to end up in the finals and did quite well as well. And that allowed me to promote into intermediate category. So this year, the goal is to 1. Have fun. 2. I'll try my best to make it to semis so I can give you guys something to watch. There are many strong climbers in intermediate category. I think the competition will be very tight. I'm gonna try my best and let's see how it goes. Otherwise, see you on the wall. Then zoom to Evan. Thank you.
All the best.
Boom! Alright, my category is gonna start in another half an hour. I'm gonna do some warm-ups now. In the meantime, I'm gonna explain to you how my session is gonna work. Intermediate Qualifiers is gonna be a flash format. This means that we have 20 minutes to send 5 problems. So for intermediate category, we have a total of 45 climbers and only the top 20 will make it to the semi-round. Demo climbs are available on their Instagram page. You can check it out for yourself if you want to know what is the correct beta. They look insanely hard. I'm very worried. People in intermediate categories are crazy strong and I am not quite there, or that's how I feel. I'm excited for my session and I'm gonna do my best. So yeah, wish me good luck. I'll see you guys on the wall. Bye!
So it begins.
The first route I tried was this red M4. It required a lot of tension on the right foot, and the first few moves were actually still okay until this left hand hinge, which was a dual tax.
Okay, that was hard.
Somehow the judges gave me a zone on this attempt, but deep down I don't think I actually zoned this route. But never mind. At this point, many people were queuing for route 1 and 2, which were supposed to be the easier routes. So I decided to hop on the slabs since there was no queue.
Ah, bad.
With not much progress made, I changed routes again. Route 1 looked pretty doable, but for some reason I couldn't generate enough force to the right to get the toe hook. And then this route 2, which started with some block crimps on a very angled volume to step on. Looking back, I still couldn't understand why I didn't make any progress on this. Moving on, it was problem number 3, which in my opinion was the most physical boulder. It starts on some slopey slopers, followed by a right hand throw into a crimp. And very hard move for me. Not feeling anywhere close on this black problem, I decided to go back to the slab problem and climb properly. Surprisingly, I actually wasn't feeling very nervous, so I was able to take my time with the moves. However, there is a 1 minute time limit on the wall.
Wow, sial lah! Wait, what was that, man? Wow, that was so good, My heart's still on the wall.
I managed to secure a zone on this slab before losing my footing, so I went back to trying route 1 and 2, which I felt I would probably be the closest to getting a zone or a sand. At this point, there was only about 5 minutes left and I felt like I was closest on the green.
What the heck? What is happening? It's okay, I got your. Thank you.
So I kept trying. And in case you didn't notice, it was very hot and humid and I was drenched in sweat.
Like close like that, but not close as well. Ah! Okay, rest. Wait, so close eh? Huh? Again, sure? Hey, wait. Wait, why lah? 2 seconds. Hey, nice one. Oh, good try. Almost made it, I think. Okay. Photographer. Okay, just finished a very insane round with the Inter. The routes were surprisingly, okay, not surprisingly, it was very hard as expected. But what was surprising is that I zoned the slab. Thanks to my La Sportiva shoes, shout out Kinetics Climb. So I'm gonna plug in a bit. Get yours at 5% on top of the pre-existing discount. La Sportiva, Kinetics and other red chili shoes. Anyways, very fun round. Everyone is so strong in intermediate, it's inspiring. On the demo video, it looks really easy to climb. But when you touch it, then it's just like, I don't know what I'm touching, you know? The cream on the blue especially was just so thin and I couldn't figure out how to load on the feet. So good attempt, my first time in intermediate. High chance not gonna enter into semis, so okay, it was fun. It was fun. Much to improve on.
What's your final score?
Final score is many attempts and 2 zones only.
Which 2 zones?
2 zones on the slab and on the red, which I think they were very nice to give me the zone. I don't think okay, never mind lah. Anyways, I don't think I'm making it to semis, so 2 zones.
Yeah.
Nick was in detail 2 with me right now. How was the experience for you?
Well, honestly, it was quite difficult. The demo climb was a scam.
Demo climb is
Yeah, demo climb was a scam.
Do you have a favorite route?
I would say the green one, route 1. That was pretty fun.
Okay, we were basically taking turns falling off that route, so
Yeah.
I look forward to joining Inter again with Nick. Nice one.
That's you too.
I'm with Ben right now. He was in Intermediate Qualifiers with me. We scored pretty much the same 2 zones. How was the course for you?
Yeah, it was really fun. It was my first intercom. Yeah, I think I just went in expecting to have fun, and I did.
Okay, wait, what's that?
It's chalk buckets that I sold myself. If you all would like to check it out at Isaac Shred.
Okay, very beautiful design. I'm the one who offered to shout out. It's not a paid sponsorship, but yeah, Isaac Shreds. Check it out.
Right.
Anyways, see you in Boulder Active Inters.
Ooh, possibly. I'll see y'all, hopefully.
So that was Intermediate Men Qualifiers for me, and as I am editing this video, here's a bit of my reflection. First, definitely should have gotten a larger shirt. M size, too tight for me. I mean, look at this. Second, to be honest, it was hard not to feel some level of regret and shame. I've been climbing for 9 years, and to have this kind of performance on the wall, I feel is quite bad, especially compared to other people who have been climbing for fewer years. Definitely wish I would have climbed better, especially on the blue route. But another way to look at it is that knowing just how much better I can be if I put in a bit more effort and a bit more intention with my exercises and my climbs, because for the past 3 years I haven't been very intentional with my climbs. So yeah, so it's on me, and it is exciting that now I have something bigger to look forward to. I can be more intentional and have a more systematic plan of climbing, knowing that Intermediate Men Qualifiers take so much more to perform than last year's Novice Men. So the next goal is Boulder Active 2026, happening on the 9th to the 11th of October. Very excited. I'll be joining Intermediate Men again. Hopefully I'll do a little bit better than I did in Transend 2026. I'll be working hard the next few months to try and polish my skills in climbing. And if you guys want to join me, I've left the link for registration in the description. I hope to see you guys there. But for now, you guys get to enjoy the intermediate semis and finals as well as the open men and women finals for the rest of the video. I've left timestamps for you guys to jump into it. So enjoy the rest of the competition and I'll see you guys on the wall. Oops, before we get to that, this episode is brought to you by Hojo Kura Recovery Blend. I've been using Hojo Kura since I started this channel. It contains 21 grams of protein and many other active ingredients that promote recovery, joint health, and reduces fatigue. I enjoy taking it after an intense climbing session. I find that it helps me bounce back from my climbing session the next day much faster. It now comes in 2 flavors, passion fruit and mango and golden chai masala. Personally, I prefer the passion fruit and mango. If you want to get yours today, you can find it in the link in the description. You can get yours 20% off using my code NEEDNEWShoes20. And with that said, let's get back to the competition. Moving on from the Inter Quals, the next category would be the Open Men Qualifiers. And for your information, the Open Men Quals and the Inter Men Semi routes are very similar, but with minor tweaks to make it a little bit easier. For the Open Men Qualifiers, most of the participants were able to send M1, which was this black boulder. The first move on M2 was a massive jump to the right onto a not so nice hole, taking out quite a few of the open men climbers. The zone hole is a sloper and it doesn't look like a very nice hole to hold on. I have no idea how they are holding on to it so well, followed by a cream and a mantle into the last hole. Now we're moving on to M3, which is probably one of the most physical boulder out of all these rounds. From that right hand cream, we're going into a left hand catch on a sloper, followed by another slopey pinch. Basically, this whole route is either bad slopers or horrible creams. This was Gerald's third attempt on M3. Let's see whether he can send the route. Positioning himself for the last move with 2 very bad creams and a throw to the last hole. And a beautiful send by Gerald on M3. Next, M4 was a pedal dyno. I didn't record many climbers doing it, but here we have the Verosil brothers side-by-side comparison beta for you to enjoy. And M5, nothing much to say, it's a beautiful slab route, and if you can climb slabs, good for you.
Exactly. Step up. Oh! Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, that's smart
And although the open man and intermediate semis route were very similar, we saw many falls in the inter category, showing just how big the difference in skill and strength level is between the open man and the intermediate man. But one climber stood out in this category, and that was Sosuke, who ended up sending all 5 boulders in the inter semis.
Okay, we have 2 very, very strong men who made it to the inter semis just now. How was your experience with the semis?
It was fun, it was hard. The conditions are a little bit wet, but it was very fun to compete with very strong climbers. Yeah.
It was very hard. It was something new.
It's from Malaysia. It's from Malaysia.
He's from Malaysia. This is Leo.
First time competing in Singapore and it was really hard.
Fun fact, Leo didn't even join novice and he straight went into an inter category. And any thoughts on jumping novice into inter?
No regrets.
No regrets. Do you have a favorite route?
The one I zoned,
Which
the
one?
black one.
It'll probably be the green one. The cordy was very well thought out of and very flowy. Very good route. Very good route.
The best to you guys. Hope you guys make it to finals.
Thank you.
I'll see you guys.
And now we have our intermediate finals. For the intermediate finals, they are going on a rotation format. This means that each climbers have 4 minutes on the wall, 4 minutes of rest, followed by the next 4 minutes on the next problem. And they have a total of 3 routes to finish. And here we have Jacob on M1. Here's a fun fact, Jacob was actually in Transend 2025 with me, where he got first place and I got third. This M1 problem looked really hard and had so far saw only one zone by Jacob. Now we have our last climber out, Sosuke. He goes into this crazy right hand press in quite a dynamic way. And after pushing himself a little bit higher, he launches into the hole on top, not forgetting to touch the zone hole just in case he needs it. What's even crazy is that he used a very static method to go into the last hole, and M1 saw its first top by the last climber, Sosuke. M2 was another shouldery boulder, starting with a pedal into a Gaston. The rest of the route was very delicate, but Sosuke made every move look very precise and clean. Again, Sosuke adjusts himself into the best position he could be in and launches into the last hole. So far, we have seen 2 tops by Sosuke. M2 saw sends by 2 other climbers, Denver and Pitt, whom I interviewed earlier on. Not missing out that Adila also sent M2 in the intermediate finals. Our last route is a slabby raid. A little bit of an awkward start, followed by a right hand press into a left hand catch left leg step. Here we have Pete trying the M3 many times. He looks like he's having a lot of fun. Honestly, he was a great entertainer for the competition. I love his character and he's a really fun person to climb with. With 15 minutes to spare, Pitt decides to give it one more try, and let's see if he can sand the route. An insane sand in the last second, almost a buzzer beater, but crazy work by Pitt here. And M3 also saw a sand by Denver and Sosuke.
Crazy round of intermediate finals. I think the routes were very well set, very cool, insane performance by Sosuke. 3 cents on the intermediate finals. Can I imagine how they do that? I think whatever the parents are feeding him or training him definitely works, and he's only just a young kid. Congrats to the top 3 of the intermediate finals. Right now they are setting for the open men and women finals. I'm very excited to watch super strong climbers try out very hard routes. So sit back, relax and enjoy the finals. Yay.
Moving on to our second last category, we have the open women finals. For the Open Women Finals, we have a total of 4 routes. This first route started off from a sloper into a right-hand side pull. The rest of the route was very tensiony. These routes saw a send by Esther, Lena, Joelle and Vanessa Tang. The second route in the women's final was a massive dyno to the left side into a jump. The jump is massive into that jump. I don't know how are they generating that kind of force into it. But take a look at the second half of the route, it's even further. Here we have Joelle trying many times on Women 2 route. With just 16 seconds left to spare, Joelle gave it one more attempt. And she gets the zone hold! Damn! Talk about perfect timing.
And that is time.
Next, we have Natalie on the second route in the women final. She made the first jump look real easy. And now for the last move. No surprise from someone who trains under Fit Block, who, in my opinion, has a lot of crazy risky jumps like this. The third route in the women finals was a slab. I don't really know how to talk about slab. What I know is that it is hard and challenging, and I'm gonna keep quiet. In the end, this route saw 2 sands by Joelle and Vanessa Teng. Now for the last route in the Open Women Finals, which is probably one of my favourite routes because we get to see how crazy these climbers really are. We saw many climbers struggling on the first half of the route. And then we have Lauren, who managed to do a one hand, one toe catch. I don't think I've ever done a one hand, one toe catch. She takes her time on the zone hole, chalking up and resting, before moving on to the second half of the route, which looks just as hard as the first half of the route.
Bro, what the?
Here the crowd go crazy as she approaches the last hole, and no sand! Unfortunately, this route saw no sands from all the climbers. But watching them throw to the last hole was crazy. I do not know how they do it. Before we proceed to the Open Men Finals, I got to speak to the organisers of Transcend 2026 and ask them a few questions about the event.
Right now, we have 3 very amazing people who are part of this committee that organized this event. I have with me Wayne, George, and Lester. So first question, what is one thing you enjoy about being part of this organizing committee?
So one thing I really enjoyed was being part of the setting experience, getting to see behind the scenes of how they set up the competition and stuff like that. I also enjoyed having a lot of people coming up to me and be like, oh, the competition was really well ran, like the satisfaction it brought to me. Yeah, that's mostly it.
Nice. George, what is one challenge that people don't understand about this competition?
One of the main challenge is actually the finance part. To organize a comp at this scale, because our main goal, other than having a comp for everyone to enjoy, to compete and showcase their skills, the other main goal is also to promote climbing to a wider audience. So we want to have it in a public space. Actually, I understand some of the climbers may find the registration fee, $50, $55. We completely understand that, but sometimes really we are also trying our best to get resources from everywhere, just so we can bring enough to set up this comp for you all.
Building a wall itself is really expensive. The crash pads are really expensive, so I think $50 is a justified price range. Plus, you just need to add $10 for your own shirt. Thanks for sharing. Lester, you've been part of this organizing committee for the past 3 years. What does this competition mean to you?
Personally, I felt very proud to see 3 years of growth 2024, when I chaired the Transend community, what I really wanted to do was to reignite the passion for competition climbing because I felt that they were getting lesser and lesser competitions. So then I thought with my little experience I had, I would come together and organize a competition that could have something people can look forward to. After which, the next year, George took over, and with that experience, he helped win to make this year the biggest Transcend so far. So I can say that I'm really proud to see how Transcend has come so far.
Nice. So competition scene in Singapore growing again, very exciting. In fact, actually I participated in Transcend the past 2 years, including this one. This will be my third. So I really enjoy Transcend.
Last one, I would like to thank all my volunteers, especially the route judges. It's really not an easy job. Yes, it's really stressful. It puts you on the spot, and yeah, you have to make every single tough call.
Yeah, especially judging whether a zone counts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People argue and all. Okay, Mr. George Wayne, thank you so much for hopping on this short interview.
Thank you.
Thank you for organizing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you guys have made it this far into the video, thank you so much. I hope you guys have been enjoying watching this video. And right now, we're moving on to our final agenda, Open Men Finals. Here we're starting off on M1 with a slabby route, starting on basically just a little jeep as a starting hand hole and traversing to the right. If you notice, the right red full hole is really badly angled. I have no idea how they are stepping on it. And Dasky makes light work on this slab problem and getting that zone hole. Taking his own sweet time to get up, but his finger starts cramping up. After spending some time shaking it off, he proceeds to sand the boulder. And that's the first sand for M1 by Dasky. And despite how technically challenging this M1 route was, many of the Open Men finalists were able to sand it flash attempt, if not after a few attempts. Moving on to M2, we start off in a very small box with a very awkward launch to the left. I have no idea how they are generating the jump to the left, but eventually a few of the Open Men climbers catches the jump. Here we have Aiman inching his way to the last hole, and he misses. Paul's left hand dry fired off the hole and did not send M2. In the end, M2 only saw a send by the one and only Gerald So. Next we have M3, which is probably one of the craziest route in the competition so far, with a massive pedal dyno to the right into what looks like a jug as the zone hole.
Oh, you slept, you missed the range, huh? I don't switch sides, still the same, huh? 101 is for my name, huh? Told you this is not a game. Done playing, time to live up to my name. Cut some off, they said I changed, they just ain't keep up to pace. In my lane, go.
These routes saw multiple attempts by our Open Man finalists, with no one making the zone hole. Only two climbers were the closest to touching the zone hole, which were Paul and Dasky. Now for M4, which is our last Open Man final route, we have a very physical boulder. I don't even know how to describe this route, but the movements are insane. And the controls these Open Man finalists have on the boulders is really impressive.
Oh, you slept, you missed the range, huh? I don't switch sides, still the same, huh?
The sequence up until this point were pretty much the same, but the crux was the last move, taking out most of the climbers who reached that point of the boulder.
In my lane, go time, sun or rain. Oh, you thought this was a game? This is not a game.
The closest to get to it was Aiman from Malaysia. Aiman took a massive fall on his second attempt on this M4 boulder. Medics checked up on him. The crowd was concerned. I was concerned. He looked bad. Had a massive whiplash. But the crazy part was he went for another attempt after that. What's wrong with him? So here's his third attempt on M4. Will he make the last move? Zing! Another massive fall by Aiman. So close to the sand. What an insane attempt by him on M4. Here we have our last Openman finalist, Paul on M4. With 15 seconds left to spare, let's see if he can. And that's the end of Openman Finals. What an insane performance by all the Openman finalists. It's really a whole different feeling watching them in person.
Alright, I'm waiting for my Grab right now. Competition just ended. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode of Need New Shoes. Congratulations to all the winners of all the categories. You guys did a very good job. I really enjoyed watching you guys compete in the finals. It was insane and very, very inspiring. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
One last thing. I want to thank my girlfriend for spending the past 3 days with me throughout the whole event, helping me record some of the clips you see in this video today. Without her, this video wouldn't have happened. So, thank you!